Good evening, everybody. Today is November the 14th, and I thought I would go ahead and start on one of my WIP parades. Tonight, I'm going to do the stitch-alongs. And I counted up what I have. I have 35 that I have started, and I have this whole pile of ones that are ready to start that I've never started, which is like 15. So, as you can see, I have a stitch-along problem. So, let's get right to it. This is going to be in no particular order. I just got them all in a box or a bin, and I'm going to just get them out one at a time. Now, I won't be able to show you pictures, but I'll just show you and tell you what they are and show you what I got done. This one is the Bouquet for Cheryl. This is from the Sampler Life group on Facebook, and this started earlier. I think it was last year because it's come out in 16 parts, and it just finished up last month, I think, or the month before. I have 4 more parts to go. This is done on a 28 count even weave that is like the true colors that used to be out years ago. I don't know who put that out. It's kind of a pinkish undertone, and this thread is Luminaire de Cheryl. It's from Carrie's Creations. It was actually created for this design back years ago, and this was a free stitch along. Okay, the next one is the Linen and Threads 2018 SAL. Now, everybody knows about Linen and Threads. I love their SALs, but I have this bad tendency to get behind because they're, usually a lot of stitching each month, and I have so much to do. This is on 18 count. I'm not sure what I have it down in here, but well, I'm not sure, but it's 18 count 8. I think it's might be platinum. This is done with the sulky. The green is a blendable. It's 4051, and the red is 4911, I think, and it's just the sulky but the solid color. This is still the first section, the first month. I just took my potassium, and that stuff dissolves as soon as it hits your mouth, and I'm still picking it out of my mouth. I'm sorry. This one is the Quakers in Holland, which you saw last night, so I won't show that one again. This is the Linen and Threads SAL from 2017. Now, I got a little bit further on this one, but not a whole lot. I mean, I'm on like the 3rd month or 2nd and 3rd month or something. This one was difficult for me because, choosing the colors. The ones that I choose my own colors are really hard for me to make decisions, This is on a pink 18 count. I'm not sure exactly what the color is, but it's an 18 count Ada. And it's done with DMC. That's how far I've gotten so far. I think I'm on the 2nd month, February, or maybe the beginning of March. I'm not really sure. So there's that one. I like that. I really need to get it out and stitch on it some more. So, but you know how that is. Want to stitch on them all. Just don't have time for it. Especially with all the new starts I do. This is Bands of Variation. This is, I believe it was Lakeside Needlecraft that did that one. And it's, or either so-and-so. I think it's Lakeside Needlecraft, actually. I got to first, like, 6 bands done, and then I've kind of, when my husband was out of work for 3 months this summer, it just got everything all messed up. But this is how far I've got. This is done with the Variations thread, the DMC Variations. And this is the Brights colorway. Yeah, they're a pick of 3 different colorways, like autumn, and then some kind of muted color, and then the brights, and I chose the brights. Or pastels. I think it was autumn, pastels, and brights. And here we go with the Spooktacular Garden Labyrinth SAL. I think I might not have started this one. Nope, I didn't start that one, so nothing to show there. 16. Springtime Easter Delight. This is from Temptin' Tangles. I really love almost all her designs. And this one is no exception, but this is on a 32 count. I'm not sure what brand it is. It's just just a straight piece I had. I think it's on Antique White. And so that's as far as I got on that one. I think I still have at least half to go on it, so it might be 8 parts. It might just be 4, though. I really can't remember. It's been a while since I've worked on this one. But I do love it. can I say? I love lots of stuff. And here is the Swans and Shears. This is another Tempting Tangles. And this is on a, still have the thing on here. It's on a 16 count Ada, and it's a kind of a greenish. This is from Dying for Cross Stitch. Yeah, Dying for Cross Stitch. Kathy Davidson. That's the first 4 parts. Yeah, I really like that. She's like a Quaker type designer, so as you know, Quakers are kind of my thing. So, you know, I have to sign up for all the Quakers. Even though I keep saying I'm not signing up for any more SALs. I'm not signing up for any more SALs, and there I go again, doing more. This is the so-and-so Satsuma Street Spring SAL. And I did the warm, and I got not very much done. I thought I got more than that. This is on a 16 count Ada from Dying for Cross Stitch. Yeah, that's pretty. I just do not know what my problem is. I get started on these and then I don't know what's wrong. This is the Roses. Blank or White Roses is what this is from Reflect de Soul. I don't know how you pronounce it, that French place. And it's they did it as a stitch along, even though it wasn't like released as a mystery. You had to buy the pattern separately. And so, and this is really pretty. It's I did this on 16 count. Let me see. I think I got cards right here. The 16 count Misty Blue Ada, and this is in B5200. I really need to get back to this one, because it is really, really pretty. I had something on my screen. I had to get it off. It was irritating me. Okay, and the next one is going to be Seasons Change SAL. This is a Ship's Manor, and I did it on his fabric with his threads, and I did it with his cotton threads. And I can't think of the name. Let me see if I got the. No, I don't have the thing in here. Let me see if it's in here. The name of the fabric. No, I don't have it. But anyway, you can probably see this fabric if you go on his website, Ship's Manor. I think I got 4 sections to go. And, because I got the last season to do. And I need to get right on that, because that won't take that long to do that. So, here we go. This is, there's a lady, I'm not sure what language she speaks, might be Dutch, but she has a group, and it's called Garden Landing. I'm not. I know it's not pronounced right because it's a foreign name, but she has a group on Facebook, and she releases stitch-alongs. You know, she'll do one, and then as soon as it's done, just about she does another one. And this is 18 count ivory, and I got started on the first part, and that's how far I got. I still have more to do on the first part, but man, this is going to be. There was several different colorways you could pick, and I picked one that was just really colorful, and I really, really like that. I definitely need to get back to that one. I think I've been in 2 of her. Well, the second one is just a Quaker that she's doing. I haven't even started that one yet, but I really like it. I keep saying really like it, don't I? I need to stop. Oh, that one don't want a button. I like these. I like these bags. I got these from Amazon. I've been trying to get some more, but they're sold out, and haven't come in a while. So, Wildflower Woodland Quaker, and this is another Tempting Tangles. And this is another 32 count. And this is beautiful. Once I get all the way over here, that'll be halfway done. Then I have just 10 minutes. That's not too bad. I'm not staying too long on each one. Oh, Lordy, my goodness. I need to watch what I'm doing when I'm looking at the camera. This is Through the Window SAL from Ship's Manor. And this is on his fabric, which is an 8 to 16 count, and it's the Through the Window fabric. And it's it's an aqua blue. That's pretty close. It has frames, and then in each frame there is a house. Well, this is the first frame for the first window, and it's on number 11 now, so, because it started in January. That's how far I got with it. Yeah. It's really pretty. I've been seeing other people's that have been working on it in the group, and it's like, gosh, where can I get this done? Oh my gosh. That's why I say I get involved in too many, and then I can't keep up with hardly any of them. I'll have one or two that I keep up pretty good, but that's about it. This is another one of the rose, the Reflex de Soy, or I don't know, can't do it. But it's called Anastasia, and I really like this. This is on a 28 count Monaco. Excuse me. And here's the picture of the. And I'm stitching this 1/1 on 28 count Monaco. I'm using DNC, but the thread that it calls for is really, both of them are really close, so I actually, let's see, okay, yeah, it goes that way. I picked a different, darker color than the light color, and then the other one was almost the same color as that, so I picked a darker color to go with that. That's just the very first part, and that's all I've gotten done. So, if I ever get that one done, it's going to be something. It's big, though. It's really big. So let's see. We will see. And you want to see my darn SAL box from just regular SALs, like from Stitch Mania, and you will see it. This is Ann Niven. This is a reproduction sampler that Chips Manor did, and he released it as a stitch along. And yeah, here it is. This is 32 count lamb's wool Jobelin, and I got started on the first part, and that's all I got done. So, oh, wait a minute. Oops, that's the back. It's kind of hard to see what it is from the back. That's better. That's gonna be, that's really pretty though. It's just, for some reason, that pattern was hard for me to decipher in certain areas, because it's just the way it was written up. I don't know, but I think I can do it. And I'm doing that with his threads, which I did it with his silks, which I like his silks pretty good, but I'd rather just do it with the cotton, actually, on those. Okay, and here is Vera Linden. I know that's not right, too, but it's Mystery Sampler Gisa. And this is from Stickadine, you know, Martina Wienberg. This is on 32 count white, antique white Jobelin. And I got, let me fold it so it'll be easier to see. That's how far I got on that, which is not far. There's four parts in it. This is just the beginning of the first part. You know, I joined her new SAL, and she's doing like a four parts, and it's spring, summer, you know, the seasons. Well, I ordered the first part, and then she's dyeing thread for it, and so I ordered the threads for the first part. Well, then the second part came out. I bought the pattern, which she's in Germany, and it was emailed to me through, you know, a PDF. Well, then I sent her an email stating that I wanted to buy the threads for it. And then it took like about a week, and she finally got back to me, and she said, well, we saw that you didn't buy the pattern, so why do you want the threads? Well, I've sent her, I bet, a dozen emails stating. I even sent her the email back where she's, you know, returned the email that she sent me with the pattern attached to it to show her that, yes, I did buy the pattern. And I have not gotten a response from her, not one time, about it. So you would think that even if I didn't want to use the threads for the actual pattern, that if I was buying her threads, that she would, you know, that's a sale. You know, you'd think that she wouldn't care. But nope, she didn't want to sell them to me unless I bought the pattern. And I did buy the pattern, so I don't know what. I guess I'll just do it in regular DMC if I decide to do it. This is Quaker Fantasy Stitch Along from, I think this was 2017. Yeah. I really hate that RHEM is not designing any longer, so, but this is hers. This is on 22 count, and I'm doing this in DMC. We had to pick our colors, so these colors I picked. And I took that from somebody on the group because I'm not that great at picking colors. You know, I just don't feel very confident in choosing colors for designs. Okay, and this is Secret Summer Garden Labyrinth from Carolyn Manning Designs. That's another one. I really love her designs, but I haven't got too many of those done either. This is another 18 count Ada from Dying for Cross Stitch. And this is the first part, which I didn't finish the whole first part, but there it is, and I just love colorful things, you know. Of course, I love the muted too. I love it all. I just love everything. Everything. Except for I don't think I'll ever try a hard anger or anything like that. That's just no. I can't say never because, you know, you never know. Excuse me, when never will get here. This is Mystery Town Stitch Along 2017. This is another Ship's Manor, which I did this with his fabric and his threads again. And the fabric was, this was the first one was the beautiful SAL, but this is the second one he did. And it had buildings, which that's the first building. It could have been a barn or a church. You made the decision, and then he has all these different buildings, and you decide what they're going to be. And I got one building, and there's supposed to be 6 buildings, I think. And that's how far I got. Oh my goodness. I don't want to put it like as a UFO, but any of these, but I just constantly, there's new ones starting that I want to do, and so Granny is no square. This is another Carolyn Manning, and I started this on, I'm doing this on 14 count because, you know, she said this was designed for 14 count. Well, I started it, and then I started doing it on with 2 threads, and it just, the coverage was terrible. So I pulled that out, and I started it again on the same fabric with three strands. That is still part 1, except for that down there. This is, you know, another part, the frame, but I changed up this one, I think, because it was just almost all one color, so I liked it better with more colors in it. So, but that one's been done because she's got a Granny is no square too, which I signed up for, but I haven't even started that one yet. So, okay, the next one is going to be this is Yuletide Garden Labyrinth from now these are all from 2017, most of these, and this is another Carolyn Manning's. I think this is the first one of her labyrinths that she's come out with on stitch-alongs, and this is on 14 count, or no, it's 18 count fiddler's cloth. That's still the first part. So that'd be a good one to do now because it's, you know, a Christmas one, and Christmas is coming up, so I can do that in some of my Christmas stitching, which would be fun. This is the Deerine Bordurin. I don't know. It's another one of those that it's a foreign, well, foreign to me. It's someone that's a different nationality, and they on their website they do stitch-alongs, and this is usually a year-long stitch-along. And this was from 2017. There's one from 2018 that I'm collecting the patterns for, but I haven't started. But it's going to have 49 of these little circles, and in each circle there's a little design, which I really think they're really cute. So I got 4 circles done. But I got all the patterns saved, so I can get to them eventually. Excuse me, I gotta have something to drink. Alrighty. This is the Christmas Town stitch-along, and this is another Ship's Manor, which I did it in his fabric with his threads. Let's see. Yeah, his threads. And this fabric's got, he did these little snowflakes on them. And that's all I got done on that one. But it's going to be really cute. I need to work on that one too. Because it's, you know, Christmassy. Why not? Christmas, Christmas. Oh, this is one that I started, and I really love it. But you know, I'm not a Heaven and Earth Design stitcher. I don't want to do full coverage because I know that those things are so huge. Even the smaller ones are just so much, and all that confetti. I do not like confetti. Well, she decided she's going to do a stitch along, a sampler, and it's called Creatures Great and Small, All Creatures Great and Small, and I started on 80 because I knew there's going to be a lot of counting out from one to another. I still made mistakes from what I did on this one, but I really want to finish this one. Now, when I saw the part at the bottom, I wasn't really that crazy about how it looked, but I can change that. But this is as far as I got. Now this vine goes all the way around. The vine is what I had trouble because getting it just right. Because it's on Ada, and some of them go across a thread, and it's a mirror image on this side to do, and this thing is really big. And it's done with Ada, and I have DMC. This right here is the green here is. Let me see. It was one that they made. They made for this. It was a. SNC limited edition. And it's got these beads, and it's got this metallic and that thread there. So this thing will be something else once it's done. It's got a bunch of different kind of animals on it: horses, elephants, birds, all kinds of stuff. But as you see, I didn't get that far in that one either. But better than some of them. But I'm still working on it. Well, I still will be. I haven't worked on it in a while. One of these days I will work on it. Here is, okay, this has got 3 different ones in it because this is Carolyn Manning. This is those hang around designs that she's done. I did I showed that in my first video, the hanging ornaments and the hanging snowflakes. And this one is called May Blooms, and it's got this, and this is another dime for cross stitch 18 count Ada. And that's the bar that the little flowers hang on. That's as far as I got. So it's going to have flowers at the end, down here. So, and there's also, I was going to use this envelope for the Crazy Love and the Egg SAL, which they're all the hanging ones. So, but I haven't even started those, so I haven't even got them in there. This is the Bluebird SAL from this Chip's Manor with his threads and his fabric. And the fabric is, and it's small, but this is all I've done. And it's fun. I really like that. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I want to beat myself. I swear. Oh, here's the thing for the fabric. The name of the fabric is called Merlin. And this is a 16 count Ada. When I first started stitching, I really thought, I like Ada. It's easy to do. But now that I've been stitching for, a while again, that I've really got to where I like even weaving linen again. I do still like Ada. There's nothing wrong with Ada. I love it. But, I'm not exclusively stitching on it. And this is another Ada. It's this is from Fabrics by LJ. It's one of their fabrics of the month from July 2017, and it's called Declaration. It looks like. And this is the Tim Tim Tangles, the Great Cheshire Pumpkin SAL. This is the first part, and I did not get far. But see, I started it late too. When I started them late, it's harder for me to motivate myself to try to get going on them. So if I start them, like there's a new one starting sometime in this week. I think it's this week. I might have already started, called the Evergreen SAL. It's another Quaker type SAL, and I want to get started on it when it starts because I don't want it to be, one of those I just never start. This is the Four Seasons Mandala Stitch Along, and this is from Carolyn Manning. This one started in the middle. This is another dyeing for cross-stitch fabric too, and I think it's 18 count. And I did the middle part, and that's all I did. I had trouble with that because, you know, if this is the winter part, and this fabric's kind of blue, and there's a lot of blue and white in that, and I thought, well, it's not going to show up. But once I saw the other parts, there's a lot of color in those. And so I'm going to, I think it'll be all right once I add more color to it. You'll be able to see it better, which I can see it pretty good, but it's just, you know, I didn't want it to get lost in there, you know. And this is another one of those web pages where you can sign up for stitch-alongs. And this one is, let's see if it's got the name on here. Antichi Rikami. That's it right there. This was a 10-part stitch-along. And this was a free one. And so I chose DMC 3843. And this is just the very middle of the very first part. And it's like a, you know, a band, like the linen threads, and so. But I always second guess myself. I think this might be another one of those antique blue or something like that fabrics. I always second guess myself on when I choose colors and stuff, and I just don't know. But I like that color. It's a really pretty color. So, but I don't know if I'm going to stitch the whole thing in that one color or not, because I was planning on it. But I don't know. I might do another accent color or something with it. So. Okay, here we go with, this is another Tempting Tangles. It's called Catch the Wind. This is done with ship's manner thread. And another dyeing for cross stitch, and this is 18 count Ada. And I left my thing on there. That's as far as I got with it. I'm not sure where this needle minder came from. It might be, I don't really know. I can't remember. So that's still the first part. So, but I don't have that much more to go. Well, I think I'm ready to start the second part, actually. I am, yeah. So, there's that one, which it's done. The SAL's completely finished now, so. But luckily I downloaded all the parts, you know, because she takes her parts off the groups whenever, you know, about a month or so after the SAL ends. She gives you plenty of time and plenty of warning before she deletes them off the group. This is the Modern Folk Embroidery Stitch Along. Everybody knows that one. It's the 4 Seasons. This is another, I think I chose 820, I believe. Yeah, 820. And this is another one, that blue Ada, 18 count. And that's as far as I've got. Even before now, when there's so many stitch-alongs out there, when I used to be in the email groups on Yahoo, they had stitch-alongs. That's where I first, you know, heard of the Martina Wienberg. I did a couple of stitch-alongs, 3 stitch-alongs back then, and I still have those in as a WIP, and I'll have to show that to you in my next WIP parade, because I really want to finish those. That one I showed the first time, that was the big one. I've got to get started on that one. I mean, finish that one, because that's one of my favorites. This is the Long Dog Sampler so-and-so stitch along. And the thing is when it started, let's see if I got a picture of it. I think I do. When they started sending out the parts, they didn't start in the top left corner. Part 1 was right there. So I did not want to start right there, because I'm just notorious for not counting correctly. So I waited till part 3 came out, which is in the top left corner. Part 3, right there. So I went ahead and waited till that came out to start, and that's as far as I got. Oh, that thread looks very. Oh, it is variegated. Duh. I thought I did that one in 820, but. No, that was the other one I did in 820. This is a Silks for You, and this is PR 124. And there it is. That's pretty close to what it looks like, actually. It's beautiful. But that's why I'm stitching this one in. And I really need to get back to that. I'm almost done. Not as bad as I thought it would be as far as time consuming. I mean, I hope you're getting a good look at these, and you know. I'll wait and zip that later. And here is the Halloween Mystery Town. Now this is the one, this is from Ship's Manor. And it calls for Ship's Manor's threads, and I got the Ship's Manor's fabric. But it calls for the light effects, the neon green and the neon yellow. Well, that is the reason why I haven't got any further on it than this, because that stuff is the most hateful stuff I have ever worked with. It's up in the light here, and the river is both of them together. And once I get past the river, there's not that much of it to do, but getting that river done is going to be, but it's really, I've seen pictures of it completed, and it is awesome. I mean, it's just great, and I really want to work on it some more. So I should have worked on it during Halloween. Darn it. Well, you know, I can work on it anytime. I don't have to wait till Halloween, but you know, that's what we tend to do. We tend to work on things in season. And this is the very last one, and this is another Martina Wienberg Stickading, whatever. This is called the Clocks Mystery Sampler. This came out, let me see if I got a date on here, 2017. She did this one, and then she started the Quakers, which, you know, I don't want to not do them anymore because I really like her designs, but she can be difficult. This is how far I got on this. This is like part 1 and 2. I think I'm starting on 3. I did this in $4.98, and this is I think this might be Monaco, but I'm not sure. No, they don't say. I know I have it written down on my X-Stitch app, but I don't have it on me right now. So, but it's $4.98, and it goes over, and I think there's another. I don't know if there's another butterfly over here or not. I can't remember, but I like it. But anyway, that was my last one, so that wasn't too bad. Just when I get to the 100 and something, that's where we're gonna have an issue. But so that is my obsession: stitch-alongs, Quakers. That's what I really like. What the heck's in this darn box? I don't know what this stuff is, but this is I eat as a snack. They're called pea flavored snacks. They're made out of actual pea pods, and I guess they grind them up and make them into that, and then they bake them. But they're crispy, which this one would probably be because it's been in that box. But I must have been eating when it was sitting next to my desk. I must have been eating some of these, and it dropped in there. Oh, this came off of one of the bags. Someone gave me a crayon. Anyway, I'm sure y'all don't want to see all that junk, but anyway, I just wanted to get on here tonight and do this stitch along, the stitch along WIP Parade while I had an opportunity. Like I said, my husband's gonna be home for 10 days, so starting Saturday, he'll be home Saturday morning, and he'll be off, and we'll be busy doing a lot of stuff and cooking and eating and all that fun stuff. So everybody, like I said, have a great Thanksgiving that celebrates Thanksgiving, and a blessed night, and we'll see you next time.